5, like by mid-round. Basically 5 big or something when afternoon. First one, the time you something there. You come up, bless the shooting, and you sit in headphones. Headphones are important strength. Basic, but very vital. The next one, a microphone. We end up recording all choir one time or liquid microphone. We cannot not built for choir recording. Or you mix more choir mics, na put your mouse man at more talk. It's a different characteristics. Why me story more learn. Third one, plenty man was a thing in this land. That me a little cable. You just preach for some jets where you only microphone one way back. And then you have to turn in, go until okay. Sana pasal taso na preach until full sermon reunion, no can move. And cables, important thread. Plenty months I put the emphasis that is a fourth one. Mixer. They also think that mixer is the most important thing, but not that. Mixer is the most important. The first 3 are more important thread. They allow you to capture the sound and monitor the sound. Okay, mixer I'm traffic officer that's all the sound comes sound go up. Finish. I'm not working anything. This is the first 3 player and more big ones. And then the last one are the tools that you use to manipulate with the sound to make it clear and consistent. So why we story really more on this slide. So the first one are all headphones. A good headphones is paramount to monitoring your feed. Suppose you like recording man and sira na straight by corner, you but service straight and like corner but conceal the video. So you sit on the website or big like busy road and for sure all the car that go come and but stop inside the audio. And the only way by you service is you capturing all unwanted sound. And time you using headphones. Yeah, maybe you're not worrying but microphone one of something and begin but you are in headphones. So biggest goal with me is to achieve a clean audio. Clean audio meaning also subject play you and you capture him voice and watch it. It may not be perfect, but as much as possible, 80% of this audio recording bill should be the targeted source. Whether I'm on man sing or man talk. Plenty time or Zoom calls with me too and misa looking. Some months using 2 or 3 device for the Zoom call. Now also no here talk one time camera with Zoom and the other device is the audio device. So time will give back also not even having or something or talk now. One time on AI processing and out background noise about the voice. So capturing it correctly is what we want to do, a clean audio. So the tips is look for headphones that have noise cancellation. Once you put in headphones you don't have or sounds outside there. But you have him, but all about extra volume low level to it, so cancel him out all noise. What you want is like a big headphones where you can fit good through the ear na karama pimia. Na you are a must. Instead of something like earpod on it. So over time, also earpod, they become very uncomfortable. So if you have a good headphones with karama pimia and we are in good. Great sound meaning also headphones pimia and balance. You got some headphones we are working for music that bass blame and boosted. Or highs and go down. So you pick a song where you say like him straight. Nice sing where you service them and balance, then you have him no headphones. Suppose you are in bass playing water lily, you anticipate him as headphones and bass playing high. So as much as possible, you may find him one headphones were more accurate to the sound, so that you can adjust correctly. There are times when people kissing more audio inside and like clean him, you find that there's so much noise, low bass and plenty time, and that's main pleasant game plenty problem is what they call the pops. Someone pronouncing all words on the B, P, also now we are is a pineapple. All this that kind of you like out himself. Comfortable headphones is the last one. The next one on microphone. So demonstrative. So you got kind microphone na. Various. MC mo sa karta so. You know na kissing one pla Toyota Harrier na demanded Toyota Harrier bakari mall on coffee bay. Badai ya. Oh you kissing mall in the UTA or Hyundai sa ron about outside and you try putting on the semi trailer like mapuling motor lo kasampas. So different microphones got different characteristics and are made for different jobs. So in front of here, this one here is a shotgun mic. It's part of portable pack. This is personal. And it's total less than 1,000 kina. This is a 6-channel recording portable device. Na microphone ko yung sa kami sa just plug him on top and this is a shotgun. Shotgun mic. So si watching Bougainville Centennial ya. Ibrahim mambu yung sa parap tayo romansing siya. Sorry. Kare mem sa nabi mem no side putim gulo mambu tason. And pick him up mambu. While the choirs were in front, the sing all stuff, we were just utilizing this one. The best one which I like him at time ship Camchelo Castorita. For welcoming all soil all depict him arrival there. And then all sing Mamburlo, Nabis, or Mary Dance na. Camera one in my drone. How about drone kissing audio? Just for the ambience and background, and we put it in mic. Kissing or Mama sing or Mary Danisian. When you put it, match it with the video. I want just like you straight. That balance here. That's what we're aiming for. That's a shotgun mic. This one here is a lapel mic. So lapel French word for for the tie or necktie or something. I think it's a French word. So this is a lapel mic where plenty time you say production also pinim lo shed man. I think you probably saw it this morning's example of videos. Yeah. So this is a lapel mic. And then this one here is a little broadcasting mic. Yeah, Slamas 500 kina. When he does a radio, professional film recording microphone. So different type of microphones. This one, if you are very close up, then you put it on mic stand and you walk into what they call podcasts or radio. And it sound nice there. Then so you got the radio crispness there. They built this mic for podcasting. So very easy. Lapel mics, I'm more putting easy like pinita solo shed or about. Lapel mics also picking sound from everywhere, or not directional. So plenty time by looking lapel mics is best used when you are in the studio. Yeah. Studio now we use the lapel mic. Plenty mic is a try outdoor, but you must be very careful one time so that you know can plenty noise pollution from this mic. Whereas time you go outdoor now, that's when these shotguns come into play. Yeah, shotguns are more directional. So you point him straight lo man with the focus lo man with the So you know, sir, if you have been paying attention on this morning's videos, when you looking more at a trip to La Mike or Yusima, when Tika was in the studio, and we see lapel because it was a controlled environment, not enough planting noise and disturbing me. But I am going to park and only can one microphone now, and you saw that the mic was long. That's a shotgun mic. So I'm using outdoor, I'm using shotgun mics. So it captures the audio cleanly. So microphone, you know, so one microphone walk. Once you know where your setting is, you will know which microphone is right for it. So if you're shooting inside the studio, a good lapel mic will do the trick. If you're shooting outdoor content, maybe a shotgun is more effective than a lapel mic. So think about those things. The next one, cable streaming. Although it's the last one where you know what does like find him. Cables are very important. The advice recommendation is to use these microphone cables. what they call XLR, or sometimes using a 3-pin. Yeah, 3-pin microphone. The good thing with 3-pin microphone is the grounding part there. It's the number 3-pin. Number 3-pin, I'm same as I'm eating blow power. You miss got grounding, power. We probably bougainville, somebody cut him off 18 blow on ball extension. So you can stand up close to me like holy mix of same, so cute. Because I'm not grounded. Okay, in audio now, it's like grounding. I'm so come back inside the system as a hum or a buzz. So if you say sometimes some system or some buzz, or electrical grounding, I'm being wrong. Power, I'm no rushing more straight power, electricity. The time you use more so another or check cable or plugging or instrument or this like I'm no grounded cable. I'm not introducing or harms and bad control system. So the recommendation, as much as possible, using what is like XLR. 3-pin. So I'm grounded good, audio blue but clear straight. So I'm power cable, no microphone cable. Be very cautious of that. Am I right? So far? Yes. Basic, but also, you know the thing you want. So, good walk we go back to church, we talk about the electrician about try solving out all this there. One of the things about power as well, and this is mainly for big events, crusades, no, this and about that. Try to run all powers from separate sources. Example, 3-phase is a good one. So you run him over the audio on one phase, lighting the camera on another phase, and then you can use that phase for normal like charging mobile phone, all kind of. Don't mix him all these power sources, yes. Because sometimes, light interference blame will seep into audio. HSL, people pay you HSL. People problem with HSL and this audio, so power. So time all lights them off, and you play video of front and clean straight. No disturbance, no buzz. As soon as you only more light, where you are system yang start buzz can. And because lighting the audio system will run the same phase. No grounding more good. So think about this. This is especially for very big setups. But some like one you can get away with it. Not a big interference inside. When you're using mega lights, projector can go on top, all these speakers now go now, it will cause those problems as well. So cables. So then you have headphones, mics, cables. 3 of the most important thing of production. Once you get these 3 correct, then mixer go down and easy. Alright, so mixer part, hardware system and mixer. But again, we talk about traffic officer, so let me see more sound come inside, and routing will go out to various places. So if you're doing a live stream, you say output lo mixer bring and go on speaker as well as go computer will work on live stream. And work on mixer now and directing all the line and work out. Get a mixer where I've got sufficient input work viewer. If you have only two black guests to show you, it doesn't make sense to buy a 48 channel mixer. Most people have plat event company also carry more bella try a mixer can put in the event. After one, the fade at the microphone. So you don't have to get the fanciest mixer on a if you can capture audio good before you come inside a mixer, you can be sure that also you got all the good audio source. One of the big knob where you must memorize in good with a mixer, and they call it the gain knob. Gain knob. So gain am different from volume, although I'm directly affecting volume. So think of it as gain depth lower. How much of that sound are you allowing through? Yeah. So as you open it, big sound coming, it captures everything. Whereas you downing about liglika. So something like that. The gain works in that same manner. Planting man knows adjusting this like gain correctly. That they overdo it or they underdo it. Yeah. Time you underdo him, audio you record him, but it's there. If you overdo him, audio try but straight, but then clip. Now it's a harsh sound of it. So when you set the gain, you like him to sit down at least 70% of the volume. 70% because you carry go post production, you can carry model on 90 or 95. At least you got headroom to work around. So that gain knob is the first knob that you go around on mixer. And the first one. First one knob straight. And once we go down to the studio and mixer lab, you will see the gain knob here. So always pay attention to the knob here. Some of the preachers premium, they have this really high dynamic range of tone doll. Yeah. Kalau PU yang bisa pasta poli yang one blood doll. Time start. It's easy, yeah. But as time goes on, Balus must start kirap. Balus have kirap by the time meeting, start on our level. Yeah. And if you don't watch that game properly, but you should be like all kind dynamic preachers, yeah. There are some that can about also like kirapin more man. Bisa mana yang belum ada? Oh, apa yang tahu bisa? Bisa mana you? All kind preaching ya. Sampai preacher misalnya, and then Bible yang tu suka. Me talk you lah. The difference between that quiet moment and the loudest moment, I'm just huge there. And if you don't watch the level of gain view. Audio. Those kind of people. I say more real life experience. And someone people to start with. Intentionally, or man, I sleep start. You can sing out the song. Okay, so the last one, this one is the tools. What we use to manipulate sound. There's basically two. One is the equalizer, and the other is the compressor. And two basic tools that you will use for manipulating sound. Equalizer, walk them and shape him tone the sound, yeah. So sometimes or mangi, making good equalizer, man got a toto and about hello, morning. You don't talk to you are more like tone, yeah. Or one by Miriam go talk, but you are in neck blame kind of a man. Base him sa kamal goods the so equalizer, walk them now and just shape him tone the sound. And as much as possible, you try to keep him neutral so that them clear and clean and come through. And the other one is the compressor. Compressor, go pamim tire. Compressor with what is named them to kind of compressive sound. So, me give example, but it's la all months a big dynamic range. What the compressor now by helping you maintaining this one per single volume across so that the quiet part is loud enough and the loud screaming part is not too loud and come down, and you have almost a consistent sound. Radio is a good example of utilizing compression. Once there's a talk low radio, you hear that the level of talk too loud, too low. You are in FM inside low car, you don't turn the volume much. Whether man talk or music and play, your volume is consistent. Now you aren't go throughout because the output the radio it goes through a compressor first and then it goes to the air. So this level is kept. So that's a good example of compressor. So 5 of the things that you need in audio: headphones, mics, cables, mixer, and the tools. Tools are helping you. If you can clean it up before I'm going, recording view, it will be good. If not, you can do the cleaning up, the compression, post-production. That's where you go through it. So that's basically the top 5. 5 plus something where you just need him come up with a good audio. If you look him at top 5, everything about audio setup, dial up. Not just because you get plenty more button, plenty more features on mixer, doesn't make it deadly. If you can capture the sound properly, Musky will want a Bella digital mixer mixing console to you. So PAU because of media team when the new mangis come, their first job is to man the stage. Almost contact anything mic, almost putting on mic, battery flat on him, also run vocal. It serves two purposes. One, kill him same blood. Sa posito ko, kung saan si mic ste, sana ako ting naman, solo fam. Kill him same them, same sabe that I must walk. And two, when it comes to sound, the source is very important. You connecting good, you setting good sound on the source, the capturing is easy. And plenty time you miss a turning wagon a horse. You put the wagon in front of the horse, thinking that the mixer is always important. It's your microphones, it's your cables that are more important than the mixer. If you get quality ones, you can be sure that your production will be quality. Okay, so the second part, any question notes?
One last thing.
Yeah.
The microphone blow, same player.
Yeah.
What a difference playing noise there.
Okay, good question. So, what's the difference between this lapel and this one where we will use him now? Yeah. So, almost the same concept. What's happening? I mean, it's a wireless transmission. Phone cameraman. Yeah. The difference is this one is using a Bluetooth to pair with the deep receiving device PML or backside, yeah, USB-C, yeah. Whereas this one is operating on radio frequency. So they do the same thing.
Quality, okay.
Yes, quality more. Let's me talk finish here. This one here cost about 1,000 kina because of the brand. And penalty you buy Toyota straight. Yeah, and then this one here must less than 1,000, yeah. 200 kina. But they still do the same job. The ideal, the concept is when you're capturing this sound, make sure you capture him good. The thing where you don't have straight him is those dirty noise na peaking volume. Because you think once the only person the only person who being start miss of that when walking straight and past the Jeffrey Paul. And preach, come with the end climax here. Climax was someone blame straight na and COVID here. You will live stream of PAU festival of PAU. I'm start climax straight and power am off. Power am cut off here, I think for like 5 to 10 minutes here, people with the power. By the time power come back, I'm asking people replay the whole video here. So people playing 3 minutes before power cut off here. I'm kissing bearing blame, but not just the bearing. I'm having foam when stuff left, level when stuff left. So time people take can for the second time, yeah, and take off and I'm start plant up. So when you cut it, then you stitch him now. All viewers no looking was in blackout or no. Where some presenter once power off or something goes wrong, and when you open and start the one. Some preacher and time more hit him this la heavenward bound, yeah. And one day you can't all come back to it. So imagine if I'm giving you the best sermon straight, now you come back and you check your audio and clip. How were you straight? Yeah. So that gain structure, the microphones, all this layer is very important when it comes to capturing that audio. You have one moment, and that could be the magic moment inside of the time. So it doesn't matter which device you're using, whether it's this Bluetooth one, or whether it's a lapel, or more other shotguns, or this layer. Try your best to capture clean audio. Target me. Again, the message is in the audio. Joe.
One difference for mini low record audio through low camera display. You play the quality. Means what is the best way so that we maintain its quality audio. We can go post production so we can
Yeah. Good question. So, what's the difference between if we record in audio here? So it's a device versus just directly inside the video. Good question. So most of the cameras, yeah, and also devices too as well, they are manufactured for capturing vocals, voices, especially voices. So they are engineered to be clear or presence or voice per man or this like. They don't have the full range of audio spectrum. I cannot record a full live band straight go inside low on the camera. If we put him over the live band come inside the one by mixer output straight low camera, we don't have kiss him or bass or sub side there. I don't understand. Whereas these devices were built to capture the full sound frequencies here. So you get bass, you get very highs, and then you put them all together. So you think show you what is the best way of working? This one here is mainly for voice as well. And they built it for what they call what? Vlogging. Vlogging. Or once a travel number there. It's easier for them to just hold the phone or put the mic in. Oh, you know about that now. You're running me. All kind of questions. Yeah. And the audio part there, you clip him and go, it's very clear one commentary. So these devices were made for voice, capturing voice. But if you are doing some materials to capture more than voice, then you need something else to do that trick. Am I right? Otherwise, most of our show and voices, yeah. So you can do that as well.
So maybe we should like video now. Videos and other okay. Audio is totally be recording separately. It's a separate recording. Video is a separate.
Yeah. Ideally, you would want to do that so that processing cleaning audio and all that will be totally different. The biggest challenge is to synchronize video to audio. And we have Hollywood says you can clap up order. You know, this is the audio. Okay, this is scene 2, take 1. Tick. Now also take off. So they connected electronically at the time coding. That's the high end. Do you mean or me a motor also you know that coins to buy more travel something else? It's as simple as talking host please sit down and then you come front bench on it. Okay, take 1. Clap the song. And then you go. And that clap now is your synchronizing point. So low video but you look at time handbrake and pass us instead, you see audio here, you put it straight. Marking one time. It's a clap. Then the audio and the video are more synchronized. That's the easiest people say, clapping face grown man. You say 2 weeks ago, you watching Mount Diamond concert. We were there and we producing and by looking video blow deputy principal, Mr. Amos. I'm like give him Dr. Blame and like the video anytime I'm mean him, I'm not cutting out this like clap part. So I put him so like he's sitting there, we wait to clap. School starts 5 minutes. And then I'm come now. Teacher go front and clap for front them the man and soak or one laugh. So that clap was how we were synchronizing video and audio together. But again and depend on material where you will be using. There are some where some video mixer is used to record. That's where video and audio one time go inside, same time finish, they are synchronized and recorded out. So various ways to do it.
Okay.
Any other question? No? But audio, please, audio, plenty man no something. Behind no post-production, I'm also worried.
And just a comment, I think as producers, you need to see the importance of the audio side of things. Because TV, really, if there's no audio, you're watching mute basically. And people will just, if the audio is not clear or it's not well balanced, they'll change the channel straight away.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so you're planning to actually know some of these things, especially the technical side. The audio is paramount, and that's why we're taking a lot of emphasis on audio.
Yeah. Our church clerk, you. Time I'm a young boy, now. I'm young black. Friday night, they will watch rugby stuff. Watch that, Mama House come out and was a changing the whole channel. All those who have to go Second time mau laos kamay kena mo sa mga ko kena channel. Mau laos kam ko yung go opening to na ko sa laro na to. Oh man, how ipa sa si channel lo mute. How we want si channel lo mute Friday night. So rugby one player, you think you want to get him game up. So one sit down talk how we want it on mute. Anyway, so that's how important audio is. So we kept it correctly and we're working. The last one is just this is the mixing part now. How about you blending more audio together after the recording? This process happens during post-production. After you shoot him all the content for you and you're ready to compile, then how you put them all audio together. There's so many ways to do it. The planting months are thing. I've just chosen Genesis chapter 1 so that we're thinking. Whenever you come to post-production, just opening Bible, go to Genesis 1. Now, but you read him now, but you think him. If me give you will write it on notes, you know, so paper, yeah, but I want you next week or no. But Bible, but you carry around here. So this is mixing audio according to Genesis chapter 1. All right, so Genesis 1. In the beginning, the short little portion you will bring come out. In the beginning, I'm God. The next one, then God said. The next point, and let there be light. And then the next one, we're going to be separated. And the last one is called vault, or you can translate it as space. Yeah? Easier. Genesis 1 verse 1, finish. So I'll just explain to you. All right, first and foremost, God. You mean no expert, sir. Lord is la field there. But thank God I'm only you. I am not saying you, but making more than all experts are okay. And we plus can testify to that. It always starts with God. Planning, dreaming start on them God before you may go record, you must put him and go pass it.